Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and today I'm going to share with you 5 hidden features found on the Samsung Galaxy S25 series. Now, I took a look back at all the videos I shot so far for the S25, and none of them have been about hidden features. So if you guys like this video and the content that's a part of it, if you would like to see more, just write that in the comment section below, and I can always make a part 2. Feature number 1, let's talk about changing the voice of Gemini. Now, Gemini is your voice assistant on your phone, so maybe you would like to have a conversation with either a male, with a female, with a deeper voice, a higher voice, a more calm or energetic voice, and pretty much you're able to access it by pressing and holding on the side key, and then you're able to ask it questions. It'll search the internet. You can dictate it to do several different actions on your phone, and how you're able to access it if you don't have it on your side key over here is that when you pull over into your little power menu, this is where you have your side button settings, and this is where you can change the settings for the long press. Now, this one right here is Gemini. You also have Bixby and power off menu. So if you changed it, this is where you're able to change it back if you forgot how. Also, if you don't want it to be on your side key, you can just use the full running application that is on your phone right there called Gemini. Now, this is where I was kind of playing with it a little bit more, was right here you can ask it some questions, but here is the live option. So this is where you can have a normal conversation, ask it any questions. Pretty much you can say, you know, what is something good to do on a snowy day? Or where is a great place to go in Kansas City for Valentine's? Or what is some of the good barbecue? Or you can just ask it, you know, what is some good topics to talk about on this, or whatever the case. You can ask it anything and everything you want to. You can even open up your camera, you can point it at something, and it's able to let you know what you are pointing with your phone. So if you're trying to figure out what maybe a painting is, you can just use Gemini Live. You can say, hey, what is this? Or who made this painting with this video? But pretty much we're talking about changing the voice. So if you haven't played much with Gemini, it's definitely something to play around with, but this is where you can change the voice of whom you are speaking with. Now, on the very top right hand side, you go inside of your settings, and then inside of settings, you scroll down, and then you take a look at Google, because this is the Google Gemini service. So once you're inside of the Google services, you go to all services, then you go to search, assistant, and voice. Inside of here, you go to Gemini, and then inside of Gemini, you go to Gemini's voice. Now, the voice that I chose is Dipper, and that is because I feel like I know who this voice is, or pretty much who voiced this voice for Gemini, which is Drew Blackard, who is the VP of Product Management. He's basically the guy that goes on stage during Samsung Unpacked events and is able to talk about a lot of the products. And it's kind of funny and interesting that I just put it over to Dipper, because it's like I'm speaking with him, or he's speaking to me, who is somebody who I've met several times at pretty much almost every single Samsung Galaxy Unpacked. Now, as you scroll through, you can find different names. It'll let you know, like, it's calm, mid-range voice. You have an engaged, deeper voice. You have bright, higher voice. So as you go through, you can find which one you want. And once you find the one that you are wanting to use, which again, for me, I'm going to use Dipper, then you just basically hit on back, and that's it. Now it's being saved, and that's the voice that you listen to when you use Gemini. Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about of the VP of Product Management, I found the video right here. This is just from Unpacked of the Galaxy S25 series. If you remember seeing his face, I believe this is maybe his voice, even though on stage he has a little bit more energetic voice, which you have to do on stage. The way that he finishes sentences, finishes his words, the calmness of his voice and everything, I feel like this is him.
Over the past year, Galaxy AI redefined how we interact with technology, providing convenient experiences that help us every day.
Feature number 2, this one is for sure helpful if you are trying to relay information that has already been written down. So it could be through like a text message, it could be through email, it could be just into your note section. And basically how you're able to do it is you're pretty much able to just copy and paste just with your camera through the Samsung keyboard. So pretty much once you open up the Samsung keyboard, you tap on those 3 little dots and you see extract text. Now, if you don't see extract text, then maybe it could be underneath your plus button and you have to add it in. Now with this one, I mean, I have a couple examples here. It could be a card number. Maybe it's a gift card that you have to send to somebody for them to use. Maybe it's a business card with somebody's, or the location's address, the phone number, the email, or it could just be a full-on piece of paper with all of the instructions, and you don't want to type all of this out, and you also want to make sure that it's 100% accurate. So how you're able to get this done is you'll just tap those 3 little dots, go to extract text, move this into the frame of your camera, and then what you'll see is that little option right there, that little button that says extract text. So once you tap on extract text, it's going to grab everything out of there. And if there's some things in there that you don't want to be sent over, then you would just have to, either delete it, or you can actually just highlight everything you wanted to actually send off. So I can just tap there. Then as I highlight all of this text, what you'll notice is that it's all going to be, putting into that text message. So if I go like this, and then I hit on paste, that is it. That is all you would have to do. So as I scroll on down, it says TPU repair kit instructions, clean repair area thoroughly. As I scroll down, cut to required size depending upon puncture, and you can see every single thing is the exact same. So this definitely comes in handy when it comes down to, maybe some phone numbers or a long list of numbers. You don't want to miss a number or write down the wrong one. Maybe a mistype is something that could completely make something work or not work. So you're able to just use your camera to just pretty much do a copy and paste and put it right there into instructions, and then pretty much you just hit on send. Feature number 3, this is one I stumbled upon a few days ago, and it's actually the inspiration for this video, and that is I was outside the other day, I was listening to music through the Bluetooth speaker as it was finally nice out, and then I wanted to record my son doing something super funny and cool, and the moment that I hit on record on my camera, it stopped the music on the Bluetooth speaker. So this will come in handy, like let's say you're at a party, you have friends and family over, whatever, you're listening to something on a Bluetooth speaker, or maybe you have just your buds in and you don't want your music to stop as you are recording. So all you do is you just go inside of your camera, you hit on those 4 little dots over here or 4 little squares, and then you go inside of settings. Now underneath the settings, because I was already in video, it already went to my video settings. If I was inside of photos, it would have actually been towards the top. But where you're able to get this done is inside of your camera settings, underneath videos, you go to advanced video options. Now inside of the advanced video options, you go to the very bottom and then you turn on this option right there. And this is the audio playback. It allows music and other audio to play while you record. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the buds out of the case. I'm going to hit on play for the music. It's actually coming out of the buds right over here. All I'm going to do is just turn it down a little bit because I don't know if my microphone is able to pick up on it. But pretty much it's playing the music. It is going. Once I go inside of the camera and then I hit on this little record button, you can see that it's recording my video. But as I scroll on down and I take a look at my music, you can see that it's still being played. And then what is still cool is that no matter what I'm recording, once I hit on done and I hit on the play button, everything comes out crystal clear from the normal microphones. It basically just gives the ability of you listening to music through a Bluetooth speaker or whatever the case, and then you're still able to record. So if any of you have ever ran into this, let me know in the comment section below. If you're listening to music, you're at a party, you wanted to take a little bit of a video or something, but the music stops, everybody's like, what the heck? And now everybody knew that you just shot a video and the music stopped. So just to kind of prove this point here, I'm going to keep the music going. I'm going to go back inside of the camera, tap on my 4 little boxes right there, go back inside of the settings, go back inside of the advanced video options. I'm going to turn off this option here, which is the audio playback. So now that I have turned it off, as you can see right up over here, the music is playing. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit on this little record button. Now as I am recording, you'll notice that if I pull this down, the music has stopped. So this is just one of the good reasons of why you would like to turn on this setting here of audio playback. So it's going to keep on playing the audio through a Bluetooth speaker or whatever, and you're still able to record a video. Feature number 4, this is one that is 100% hidden because you have to unlock it within the gallery, and this just gives you additional features that is a part of the gallery. So once you open up the gallery itself, you go inside of your menu on the bottom right, and then you go to settings. Now inside of settings, you scroll all the way down and you go to about gallery. So very similar to developer options, you have to get this thing unlocked. So you go to the version of gallery, you tap it multiple times, and it is a little touchy on where it is. It's kind of towards the end of the numbers. And now you have Gallery Labs that has been unlocked. Now, once you open this, you can make a few different changes. Now, this has a lot of stuff that's happening with Samsung One UI 5, Samsung One UI 3. There's a lot of really cool things you can take a look at. Some of these are new for Samsung One UI 6. 1 or 2 of these are brand new with Samsung One UI 7. And the 2 that I want to show are these ones right here. Open in other video and show this little menu icon on the bottom. Now remember, Samsung One UI should be easy for your one-hand use. So this little 3 dot is usually towards the very top, when it might be easier for you to access it from the bottom right-hand side. But here's the thing, when it comes down to Gallery Labs, make sure that you completely close out of the gallery for those changes to be made. So if I open up this image, what you'll notice is down over here on the bottom right-hand side is those 3 little dots. Now originally, it would actually be on the very top, meaning that any of these little settings that you would want to do, any of these little features that's built inside of this option, this would have actually been on the very top. You would have had actually 3 icons up there, this one, and this one. So all we did was we moved it towards the bottom. But the other thing that we also unlocked is open in other window. Remember, I turned on 2 things in Gallery Lab. I'm just showing both at the same time. So open in other video. So pretty much what I'm able to do is I'm looking at this image. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to have it as a point of reference. I'm going to go down here, and now I'm just going to go through and I'm going to make a few different changes. So it's kind of a way that I can edit a photo. I can look at whatever I want. So I can go through and I can change, the temperature. I can change the contrast. Pretty much whatever I want to do, and pretty much as I'm going through this, I can just do a really fast revert back up to the very top to see, how, it's looking. I can also go through here and I can change some of the light balance, some of the brightness, some of the exposure. So now I'm able to do a full-on comparison of this image and that image up there to figure out exactly which one is better. Now, yeah, you can always revert it back to the original, but then you're gonna get rid of all the stuff that I changed, which there's a few things in here I changed and a few things here I changed. So with this one, I can just hit on save, and then now I'm just going to keep it at the current everything, and there it is. That is the finished result, and now I know that it looks better because I was able to compare it live right there, side by side. Now, if at any point in time that you want these things right here to be turned off, what you would have to do is you'd have to go right back inside your gallery, go down here to menu, go to settings, go back inside of your gallery labs. Either you can turn them off, or you can just simply turn this off right there. And as long as you close out of the full entire gallery itself, you're right back to stock. This image is still saved, but take a look. That little 3-dot area, which is, I think, easier on the bottom, is now towards the top again. And the whole option of me trying to look at it in a second little window is now gone. So that's how you're able to unlock or change those 2 features inside the gallery. Now, finishing this video off, I was trying not to go inside of Good Lock, but there's something inside of there that I do want to show you. Everything else was just all right here on your phone itself. The good news is with the Galaxy S25 series and also with Samsung One UI 7, when it's fully launched, there is no regional lockdowns or anything like that when it comes down to using Good Lock, because Good Lock will have no restrictions and it'll work anywhere and everywhere. Now, what I want to show you here is, let's just say that I take a screenshot. Now, once I take a screenshot, maybe I don't like it, or maybe a notification popped up immediately and I don't want that picture. There is no delete button there. So all you'd have to do in order to just add in that little delete button is go inside of Good Lock. Again, this is a region locked based application, but soon, or as of right now, it should be unlocked to anybody and everybody. You go inside of Nice Shot. With Nice Shot, you go right there and you add in the delete button. And that's it. So now let's say I do the exact same thing. I'm looking right here. I take a little screenshot, maybe a text message came right through or a notification, boom, I'm able to delete it. I don't have to go into my gallery just because someone sent me a text message and now that thing popped up and now it's part of my screenshot, or whatever the case may happen. Or maybe you needed to actually adjust it a little bit. Now after you adjusted it, boom, there you go, you have your picture. Again, you have that delete button. And that's just right there built inside of Nice Shot. That is a part of Good Lock. Now, hopefully you guys have appreciated this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you want more of this, you want me to do a part 2, let me know in the comment section below. Let me know if there's any of these that you guys did not know about, or maybe some of these you did know about, but maybe you forgot. You can let me know that as well. But if you guys like this video, make sure you guys give this thing a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.